So I think things sort of go the other way. There's lots of sciences where we make models in which certain values are just taken to be unbounded, right? And these models have application to the real world. They make accurate predictions, right? Speculating about infinite hotels or infinite libraries or things like that is pure imaginative speculation. That's got no application to anything real worldly, according to me. But you would find it very difficult to do science if you cut yourself off from being able to use real analysis, for example. Right. So I think that the kind of justificatory question, approaching it from two different ways, there's lots of reasons to think that it's fine for the sciences to be deeply invested in the infinite. There's not much reason at all to think that philosophical speculation about the infinite is telling us anything interesting about the world in which we live. Right.
So from that categorization, would it be fair to say that someone perhaps could potentially accept William Lane Craig or these people or Andrew Lowe's arguments like Hilbert's Hotel and whatnot from a conceptual side, but still say that, well, the physical world is actually infinite, assuming that maybe we don't have cosmic background radiation or all these things? Someone could say, all right, we have this world, and the other side, the conceptual stuff, is on another debate.
So that's right. I mean, I think that it's kind of obvious that there can't be. I mean, I'm going to assume we hold fixed the laws and boundary conditions. It's obvious that there isn't and couldn't be in any world like ours an infinite hotel, right? For kind of boring, all sorts of boring reasons, right? But that tells you nothing about whether the past might be infinite. It's completely irrelevant, right? That's that's my view.
So perhaps developing into maybe the applications of the infinity to different areas of philosophy, especially the philosophy of religion, do you think that's one of, and I suppose developing on what we've just been discussing, is there almost this danger in these debates surrounding the Kalam cosmological argument, just because that's perhaps the first one which comes to mind, of people making an argument from or an irrelevant argument, for example, these like Grim Reaper paradoxes and Hilbert's Hotel? Do you think that's something which perhaps has distracted the kind of the conversation surrounding the Kalam away from this real world practical, I suppose, reality in relationship to the ways philosophers of religion or theists are trying to defend the existence of God?
So I don't think so. And I don't think that Craig was wrong to think about Hilbert's Hotel in the context of the kind of a priori arguments about whether the past is finite or not. And I think there's plenty of room to disagree with what he says. Similarly, I don't think that Kuhn's is, that it's kind of just totally weird that Kuhn's has tried to use the Grim Reaper paradox as an argument for causal finitism. On the other hand, I think that the very least you would want to say is these arguments are enormously controversial. I mean, I would want to say something stronger than that, but I have a particular, I have a particular order, right? So,